This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Back with another one. So today I'm going to show you this clip of Jason Whitlock talking Bronny. Check this out.
LeBron may not have the leverage to get Bryce into the NBA. And because I do think that was his plan. He may not have the leverage to keep Bronny in the NBA. And I know Bronny's got this contract, and if he sticks with the Lakers, maybe it's inevitable. But if LeBron ever has to really force his way out, that may be the end of Bronny's career. That's where LeBron has potentially miscalculated, because his greed, his desire to play with his son may end up blowing up in his face. This has turned into a tragic soap opera moment.
Well, I swear, my last airline analogy. Every airline says you get to bring on one carry-on. You don't really get two, okay? You already got Bronny. You're going to have to, pack that other thing and pay the $50. Good grief.
LeBron may have to pay for Bryce to play. But anyway, I don't know if he's got the leverage to get Bryce in. He may be forced into retirement or something really embarrassing.
You know, guys, he was asked on Media Day, LeBron was asked pointedly about if he's waiting around for Bryce. And there was about a minute, 90-second meandering response that he had. And it wasn't a denial. You know, he was kind of making jokes. He said, I don't know if we're on the same time frame or not, but it was certainly not a strong denial that wasn't ultimately in the back of his head, and that is something that he is planning towards, is trying to play with both of his kids on one team.
We've got a comment from the Peanut Gallery. Justin has chimed in that Bryce James is better than Bronny, and he's 6'6" and still potentially growing. Scap, do you believe that to be true, that Bryce is a better NBA prospect than Bronny, which isn't saying much? You and Steve Kim might be better prospects, but go ahead.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's apples and oranges, I think, Jason, and that it's like rotting apples to rotting oranges. It's like two fruits that are outside of their primes already that we're comparing with Bryce and Bronny. I'll say this though. Bryce certainly can't be any worse than Bronny has been as an NBA prospect, or an NBA player for that matter. I'm sure we're going to get into that here in a moment, and we could talk about really just adding the context of how bad Bronny is. So at least like this commenter noted, though, Bryce is at least 6'6", maybe going to hit 6'7", 6'8". I mean, Bronny was listed at 6'4" in his junior year of high school. When he gets into the NBA Combine, he measures in at 6'2". And by the way, they're measured in shoes. So how tall is Bronny really? 6 foot, 6'1"? It's just crazy that this guy's supposed to be a 3-and-D guy that's supposed to guard 1 through 3, and he's a 6 foot, 6'1" kid.
Well, let's go ahead and get into Bronny James. Scap, I'll let you fire first. How bad is he?
Jason, he's not an NBA player. Last year, he was one of the worst players in the entire league. Just to put a bow on that, he was a minus 7.2 in box plus minus, which ranked 679th out of 735 players that logged one single minute in the NBA last year. He was abysmal. And obviously he shot 31% from the field last year. He hasn't gotten any better in the preseason. We see he's shooting 25% right now. Just last night, Jason.
Let me just jump in real quick. This is one of those takes that's going to stir up a lot of opinions. Some folks feel like Bronny hasn't really shown enough yet to be called NBA ready. Others look at the bigger picture, his name, the brand, and the influence behind him. Either way, when someone like Whitlock speaks on it, people are going to react. Let's keep going.
He logged 22 minutes and was a minus 24 in the 22 minutes that he played. The Lakers lost over a point per minute that he was on the court. Just absolutely breathtaking in scope of how bad he's been as an NBA player. Yet he's a consistent NBA player. He's dressing for all of these games. He's making $2 million a year. It is absolutely laughable to see this unfold.
Paul, Paul, former high school coach, this is your area of expertise. How bad is Bronny James? Oh, I can't hear Paul. Can y'all hear Paul? I can't.
No,
I can't hear.
All right, Paul, we're gonna have to punt. We got too many technical difficulties. Steve, Bronny James, worse than Arch Manning?
No.
No.
I'm gonna look. You know me. I've been a critic of Arch, but I've really been a critic.
Come on, Steve.
Of those. Well, hold on, Scout. I have been a critic of those who call them a top 5 player, the number 1 pick in next year's draft, and a Heisman frontrunner at the beginning of the year. Now, has he been good? No. But in the Oklahoma game, specifically in the second half, I actually saw some progress. Made some throws, extended drives, played winning football. Now, basically, the Texas defense was the driver of that victory, but Arch did his part. Now, I believe, based on the way Arch has played, he's not coming out for the draft. He's not ready for it. But do I believe that right now he is better than a guy that scored or averaged 4 points a game on a non-tournament USC team? I mean, that USC team didn't exactly have Harold Miner, Lorenzo Orr, and Dwayne Cooper. I mean, that was a bad USC or a mediocre Trojan basketball team. So if you want to compare the two, I actually believe that Arch Manning is curving or at least arcing towards a better college career than Bronny James.
Well, I had a better college career than Bronny James, and I played at Ball State.
Well, you
Go
played.
ahead, Scap.
That's the thing. You played.
It's not even necessarily it's undeniable Arch is going to be better in college. I know we're talking about Shedeur as well. I'm not a big Shedeur fan. I don't think he's going to be a hit in the NFL, but I mean, he did finish 8th in the Heisman voting. He had like 4,100 yards and 37 touchdowns last year. So it's undeniable all 3 of these guys, Shedeur and Arch and Bronny, they've all gotten opportunities and they've all had incredible benefits from who their fathers are.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. When it comes to Bronny, it's not surprising that there's a lot of pressure and expectation. You've got one of the biggest names in basketball history backing him, so naturally, the spotlight's heavy. Now, when someone like Jason Whitlock says he's not NBA ready or calls him basic, it's bound to make waves. But let's keep it honest. Most people haven't seen enough real minutes from Bronny at a high level to truly know what he's capable of. At the same time, people look at the situation and think, all right, is this just a case of opportunity being passed down? Is it about talent or about legacy? That's what sparks all the debate. Some folks are going to say he needs more time, more development, and he shouldn't be judged too early. Others feel like the only reason he's on that level right now is because of his last name. And truthfully, both views exist in a space that's hard to separate. It's too early to write him off, but also fair to ask whether his path would be the same if he had a different name on the jersey. In any case, he's in the league now, and whether people like it or not, he's got to prove himself just like anyone else. Okay, so drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.